Good morning everyone, it's John at Edwards Motorworks. Today we've got a Volkswagen Tiguan 2017 in for a minor service, this one here. So we'll just run you through that, what we do, what we get up to and what it includes. So first things first, we just start it up, we do some basic MOT checks. Where we check the brake pedal goes down, turn all the lights on, front fog lights, rear fog lights, make sure the headlights flash and the telltale. Turn the hazards on, make sure everything works. There's some quick seatbelt checks. Brilliant customer this one, left that lock-in wheel nut key and the service book ready to go if you haven't got a hunt for it. Plug in our diagnostic tool. We like to leave the engine running to get up to temperature before we drain the oil, because when the oil is nice and warm you get more of it out. So you want to get as much oil out as you can. While the engine is running, do a visual check, see if there's any leaks anywhere, what the coolant level's like, any leaks from any fuel hoses, battery condition, everything's nice and secure. We get our little service trolley out of things we need to measure the brake discs, measure the tread depths and anything else we might need. We jump up into the van. We get a health check going. So this will literally read through all the CAN network systems, CAN Comfort, CAN Info and CAN Drive, and that will run through everything. We'll print off a report for the customer. Head over to our parts bin, see the parts we need. We need one of them because obviously that gets replaced on the service. Right, so we've now got the vehicle jacked up on all four corners. The reason we do this, so the engine's now level, so when we drain it we get all the old oil out, and also so we can fully inspect the tyres and the brakes and everything at the back. Got our technical data set up. This basically gives us all the measurements of the brakes, what the minimum should be on the discs, so when we measure them we can make sure they're all okay, tyre pressures, engine oil, quantity and the spec, etc. So onto draining the oil. We pull the dipstick, release the oil cap. So while that's draining out, we start going around the vehicle, doing our vehicle checks, checking our tyres, suspension, brakes. This vehicle here is a DSG, so we'll ask the customer, has it been serviced recently, what's the service history of it, and advise the service. Very important that these do get serviced because they can cause issues and they're very expensive to replace. So we come down to the passenger side front tyre. This is where you check the tread depth. See here, this tyre is on 3.3mm. The legal requirement is actually 1.6. This is getting quite close, so we will advise the customer that it's getting low, but it's well within the spec. We measure this tyre at the centre 3/4 where the wear bars are. So these are the wear bars. You can see here. So this is where we measure. Then we come to inspect our brake discs. You can see here these are quite corroded on the lip. So quite poor condition anyway. Now the minimum for these, these new are 25mm thick. The minimum is 22mm. So we measure here after the lip. You can see this is on 22.7. So it's very close to the minimum. So we carry out our battery tests on every service we do. This basically loads up the battery, so it tests it. It's like when it's cold in the mornings, that's when mainly the batteries die. So we just do a check. This one is a state of charge 89%, so that's good. State of health is 100%, so that's really good. So, got a new sump plug in there now. We've checked our data, and this is 30 newton meters, so we set the torque wrench up and we'll torque that up. You don't want to over tighten this because you can ruffle the threads. So this is our oil filter cap. We need to change this ring and fit a new filter. We only use quality filters. This is OE spec man. Ready to go in. So last but not least is the good stuff. So this is what we got next. A lot of garages, we've noticed, don't actually fill out the online service history. So this is for vehicles possibly 2015, 2016 onwards. It's online service history. So when you come to sell your vehicle or it gets serviced next, this is where we look. The customer can't update this, it has to be an authorised repairer. Yeah. So now we've created our maintenance table, we've put all the information from the car in. We're going to print that. So while that's printing, we're going to create a service record. This is exactly the same as they do in the main dealer. So you can see now on this vehicle we've created a service record there, 102,000 miles. Unfortunately for this customer, whoever they've used before, haven't updated the service history since 2023 and the 56,000 miles. So to finish it off, we do a clear down of any code.